the heart of the dense Viridian woods, shrouded by an eternal mist, there lived a witch known as Seraphina. Her presence was whispered among the villagers who lived at the edge of the forest. They called her the Green Witch, a name birthed from the vibrant moss that seemed to bloom wherever she walked, the emerald glow in her eyes, and the deep green robes she wore that flowed like rivers of ivy. Seraphina was not just a witch but a guardian of the forest, a soul intertwined with its roots, leaves, and creatures. But her gifts, as wondrous as they were, brought her nothing but scorn and fear from the humans outside her verdant realm. Once, Seraphina had been a part of the village. As a child, she had shown an unusual affinity for the wild, spending hours among the trees, whispering to flowers, and coaxing animals to her hands with songs. Her abilities grew as she did, and while some villagers were awed by her talents, others began to harbor distrust. When the crops failed one year, whispers turned to accusations. "The girl with the green eyes must be to blame," they muttered. Superstition and fear painted her as a harbinger of misfortune. By the time she turned 18, an accident involving a sudden storm and the collapse of a barn sealed her fate. The villagers claimed it was her doing, though she had been miles away in the woods. Seraphina's parents, too weak to fight the tide of hostility, reluctantly agreed to exile her. Betrayed by her own blood, she fled to the forest, tears carving paths down her cheeks. It was the forest that welcomed her, wrapping her in its embrace as if whispering, "You are home." There, she discovered the full breadth of her powers. Plants bent to her will, and she learned the ancient language of the trees. She brewed potions from herbs that healed and poisons that could fell a beast with a single drop. She befriended the wolves, the owls, and even the shadows that danced beneath the canopy. Decades passed, and Seraphina's name became legend. Parents warned their children to stay away from the Viridian woods, spinning tales of the Green Witch who turned trespassers into toads or lured them into eternal slumber. These stories amused her. She had no interest in harming anyone, though she did not shy from defending her home. Those who ventured into her domain with axes and torches often found themselves lost, wandering in circles until their fear drove them back to the village. Occasionally, a brave or foolish soul would try to challenge her. She would meet them with a bemused smile, their weapons wilting in their hands as vines snaked around their feet. But Seraphina was not invincible to pain. Every year, as the village celebrated the harvest festival, she would watch from the shadows of the forest. She would see children laughing, families feasting, and couples dancing beneath the lanternlit sky. Her heart ached with the memory of what she had lost. Despite her power, she was alone. Even the forest, as alive as it was, could not fill the void left by human connection.